that both from the international community at large and from the region supports the process ongoing in Libya. It was very important to have Prime Minister Sarraj with us. As the European Union, we are working with him and with the Presidency Council since months now. And it was excellent to start the meeting today listening to his words on what Libya needs today and what the international community and in particular Europe can do to help his effort, first of all, to reunite the country, to start delivering for the Libyan population. We always tend to focus on the security threats for us or on the migration challenges, but we have to remember that our first duty is towards the Libyan people that are suffering since years a terrible situation on the ground. So we have decided all together to support this government that everybody around the table recognizes as the sole legitimate authority of the country, to support it in different ways. When it comes to the European Union, we have started to use the 100 million euros package that we had prepared. So many of the projects that we identified with the Libyan authorities are actually running, especially on the humanitarian support to the Libyan people, especially to help the internally displaced people, so the people in Libya that are suffering from the results of the conflict, and we hope to be able to do more in that respect once the government of National Accord is fully operational. We welcomed the decision by Sarraj to ask the ministers to take their duties, waiting for the swearing in of the government. This will make it possible for us to identify with the government further projects, both on the humanitarian, on the economic and the security side, to be implemented, and I'm just now going to meet again with him to continue in that direction. Obviously, the European Union supports also Libya in terms of security. This is not something related to defense, but we are working with the Libyan authorities in the sectors of civilian security, meaning police, border control, all that is related to interior and justice ministries, and also the institution building for the country. Obviously, we also discussed our common work to manage migratory flows and refugees in the country. We have a common shared responsibility to prevent the loss of lives of so many people inside Libya and in the Mediterranean. And we have started in Brussels the operational planning of extending and expanding the mandate of Operation Sophia, that, as you know, is active in the Mediterranean at the moment, in the high seas. Having received an indication from the Prime Minister that one of the elements that they would need is the training and the support of their coast guards for both migration issues and also security issues. This is something that we're ready to do. We started planning, and now again with the Prime Minister I'll discuss it further on ways of making this operational, hoping to be in the condition of doing so in the next weeks. This obviously is not the only way in which we work on migration in Libya. Obviously, we work with the Libyan authorities, as I said, to strengthen their border capacities, and also with the IOM and the UNHCR to be in the conditions for them to operate inside Libya. We have a terrible humanitarian situation for the migrants that are real slaves of the criminal organizations in this moment on the Libyan territory, and it's also an issue of Libyan authorities' responsibility to avoid that people lose their lives inside Libya or in the Libyan waters. And we're also working with the countries of the Sahel. I was in Nigeria just the day before yesterday discussing this with many of them to strengthen their capacities, in particular Niger, to control their territory before the criminal networks bring the migrants inside Libya. So working on the south of Libya before the flows get there. So this is what the European Union is doing and is planning to do in partnership with Libya. Again, I hope that we will be in the conditions of doing even more in the future.
Est-ce qu'il y a une possibilité encore chez les Européens d'une place
je dis très clairement, ce qu'on est en train de préparer avec la Libye, je souligne, est de l'assistance, de la formation, surtout pour ce qui concerne l'Union européenne en tant que telle, sur les secteurs de la police, secteur civil et de la justice. Et aussi le secteur du garde-côte, on dit comme ça en français ? De Coast Guard, pour augmenter la capacité des autorités libyennes de contrôler pas seulement les flux migratoires, mais aussi les flux d'armes et la sécurité des pêcheurs. Je sais que c'est un élément qu'on ne discute pas assez, mais la chose la plus importante, c'est d'aider l'économie libyenne à répartir d'une façon normale. Et ça a besoin d'une certaine sécurité aussi sur le terrain et en mer.
Et les aides militaires, vous avez donné...
L'Union européenne ne donne jamais de l'aide militaire en termes de donner armes ou ça. Ce qu'on peut faire, et ce qu'on est en train de discuter, c'est le soutien du point de vue de la formation. Comme j'ai dit, pour l'Union européenne, surtout sur le secteur civil de la sécurité, c'est-à-dire police, secteur judiciaire, secteur